Welcome to the Shirley J Kitchen. Today we're going to be talking about macaroons. This is our wonderful new macaroon cookie product, and we're going to show you the magic behind depositing these cookies on the tray to make 18 beautiful cookies. We've already mixed our cookie mix here on our mixer, and we've let it rest for 5 minutes like it says on the instructions. The next thing we're going to do is use our new Shirley J cookie depositor. This is a number 30 or a 2-ounce cookie scoop. This is really important because getting the right size of macaroon is everything in this recipe. Okay, there's two ways that you can deposit the cookie dough onto the sheet. You can either make it in a small round dome, or you can do the little Shirley J cookie splat, which is what I like to do, and I'm going to show you both ways, and then we'll bake them up and show you how they look in both of the different styles. So the first thing I'm going to do is take just a 2-ounce scoop, and I'm just going to deposit those right there on that parchment paper. Now, these cookies don't spread a lot, and so these will probably remain pretty much in that shape, just the little dome that you see right there. And those are really nice if that's the kind of cookie that you like. I, again, as I mentioned earlier, like to splat mine just a little bit so they spread out and it makes it look like a bigger cookie. They bake a little bit more evenly that way as well. So you just take the same scoop, the 2-ounce scoop, and this is the one that we have just for these little cookies. Has this little quick squeeze handle on it. We get our 2 ounces of dough or batter in there, and then the key on this one is that you have to throw it directly onto the board. Okay, we have a nice tight shot of our baking sheet here, so we can show you how to splat the cookies and make them flatten out. You could take the dome cookie that we have over here and press it down with your fingers or with the glass. Not a very effective way to do it. A really great way to do this is to get the 2 ounces of batter into your cookie scoop, and then you'll notice that the handle releases. When I squeeze it like this, it will release the cookie dough. And what I'm going to do is squeeze the handle and throw it down on the sheet at the same time, like this. You can see how that makes a nice little round splattered cookie. Okay, we're going to just keep doing this, and you'll get a little bit of shrapnel that kind of falls off to the side when you do this, but don't worry too much about that. Again, we're just taking the cookie with the right amount of cookie dough in it. We're going to splat it down on that cookie sheet. Just give it a little bit of room between the cookies so they can cook properly. See what a nice little flattened cookie that makes. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it makes it so that there's enough surface that you'll brown it up nicely, but it will allow the cookie to bake more evenly. You can see how pretty and round that cookie has been deposited. The great thing about this cookie scoop is that we've designed our cookie mix so that one bag of cookie mix will make 18 beautiful cookies, 2-ounce cookies, using this very scoop. And that makes a really nice sized cookie, one that you'd be very happy to serve any of your guests. 18 dozen and a half cookies using our scoop and our cookie mix. I'm going to pop these in the oven, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to dip them in chocolate. We're back. Our cookies have baked the required amount of time. As you can see, we let them get just a little bit golden brown on the top. They don't need to get really dark, but you can cook them however long you like. I like mine just to be starting to get golden. And then we've let them cool on the counter for just a few minutes so that we can handle them easily. And I'm just releasing them a little bit from the paper here. Now I'm going to start out with our flattened cookies. And we're going to use our Shirley J dipping chocolate. We're making this available to you as a special order. You can order it from Shirley J, and it's a perfect companion to our macaroons. And I love to dip these macaroons in chocolate. Now, you don't have to. If you like them without the chocolate, that's great. They're wonderful that way. But a really beautiful presentation is to take our cooled macaroon, just dip it halfway into some melted chocolate and kind of scrape the bottom of it off and put it right back on the parchment paper that you baked the cookie on. I like just halfway because it just kind of makes it look cool. You can do anything you want. You could dip it all the way. You could drizzle it on, whatever you like. But these really look sharp when they're dipped like this. And then we just put them right back on the baking tray, and we let them cool at room temperature for 10 or 15 minutes until that chocolate has had a chance to set and glaze over, so it's not soft and gooey. And then you can take these right to your family room and let your family enjoy them. These are a wonderful treat. Now, you can see I've done that whole tray halfway dipped. I'm going to take this the rounded cookies, you can see the difference between the two cookies. Here's the more mounded or rounded cookie, and here's the flatter cookie. Now this one actually looks like a bigger cookie, but this is the same amount of cookie dough. So on these, I'm going to take just my spatula with a little bit of chocolate, and I'm just going to drizzle it right over the top of these to make them kind of give them just a little bit of a different look. So we're going to drizzle some of these with just a little bit of chocolate. You can use, you can also use white chocolate on these. You can use melted butterscotch if you like. And you can also just take these if you wanted to, and you could just pop them right in the very top, like that, and make a little top dip cookie. As I said, you can also leave them plain, so I'll leave a couple plain for you to look at there. Some great ways to enjoy Shirley J. Macaroon cookies. Very simple and very fun. I encourage you to try them a couple of times, especially with the splat method, to see if you can perfect that. And as I mentioned earlier, both our cookie dispenser, our 2-ounce cookie dispenser, and our chocolate, the special dipping chocolate, is available at shirleyj.com as well. So enjoy these treats with your families, and thank you for tuning in to Shirley J.